This is the BYD Sealion 7. Now you might look at it and think, well, that's just another tech-savvy Chinese EV loved by accountants and middle-class mums. And the large part, I kind of agree with you. However, when it comes to this SUV, there's a but. Because the Sealion 7 isn't just a car for show-offs. It's also got a bit of character. Feel the power! On the face of it, you might look at this electric SUV and think, well, what's so different about that? Because you might look at it and think, well, that's just a modern day EV. There's no quirk about it. But I'd beg to differ, because it's not just a carbon copy Chinese electric vehicle that has so limited design features that people start to call it minimalist. It integrates what BYD likes to call their Ocean X design. Between you and me, I'm not too fussed what a design's called. I want to know if it looks good. And it certainly does. The way that face looks so aggressive with the jagged LED headlights and the multitude of design features on that front bumper, it ultimately just gives off sheer aura while out on the road. And its silhouette just screams, I love looking at myself in the mirror. Now, I feel like I can't delve too much into the Sealion 7 because there is a lot to unpack, especially with its interior. But I'll talk about its performance, because you might look at it and think, well, I suppose that might be comfortable for my 9 to 5 commute. I guess it will be safe, but it's actually really fun. Because housing a 0 to 60 time of 4.5 seconds, woo! Added in the multiple driving modes, whack it into sport, and it's got some grit and determination, all right. Added in a top speed of 133 miles per hour and 690 newton meters of torque. It's a machine. Now, that rather impressive 0 to 60 time is only available on the top spec, which utilises dual mode system and an all-wheel drive powertrain. Go for lower specs that'll have a smaller battery, and you're still going to get rather respectable 0 to 60 in about 6.7 seconds. So you're certainly not losing out in that aspect. As a matter of fact, you're not losing out in any aspects with the Sealion 7, because the three powertrains are almost carbon copies of one another, the main difference being its mile range, its battery size, its performance. With a few little quirks like head-up display coming on the higher specs, you're still going to get a plethora of equipment, even if you fancy a bit of a bargain. Now, you might look at them pretty hefty price tags and go, why would I risk it on a relatively new brand? Why don't I go for the old faithful Scandinavian swanky Germans? Well, can you Beamer do this? I don't think so. In here you'll get built-in sat-nav. You can go split screen to have sat-nav and Spotify, and even a built-in karaoke machine. A little bit gimmicky, and I don't know when I'd use that, but I guess it's nice to have, isn't it? You will get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and ultimately I just think it's a very responsive and easy system to use. The way it's mounted out from the dashboard with that ambient lighting across different patterns in the dash, and I do like the fact the instrument panel is integrated into that dashboard. It's not a separate module. It kind of looks a bit like an afterthought and looks a bit clunky. It's nice and flush, looks very premium. You'll get a head-up display depending on your spec, and also panoramic sunroof. The interior looks modern, but it definitely feels premium. It definitely could rival a Mercedes, the Audis of the world. It has that aura about it. The way this floating centre module isn't only practical, but I think it looks bold. It's very much in your face. That houses wireless phone charge with an air vent to keep your phone cool, plenty of space and storage underneath and in the deep pocket in the centre, obviously 2 cup holders, but you also have 2 more USB-C ports underneath. Even just little things about the Sealion 7, which you wouldn't really be considering on your car buying journey. It's not really a thought that you'd have, and that's the door handles, because they're just the most unique design, the way they're just integrating these different bold segments. I don't think I've ever been excited or impressed by a car door handle before, until now. Do like that when you set off and you kind of creep in, the car notices that you might be looking for a tight parking bay and you need to go slow. Your 360 camera will pop up, but it doesn't distract you because it doesn't take up the full screen. Little features like that. Oh, it's so fancy. You could say that the Sealion 7 is a true standout vehicle, a real show-off in the automotive world, with that abundant feature list and what you get from that base spec. It could be very easy to brush over. One of its most standout feats is practicality, because with it housing so much space and storage, not only in the front seats, but also in the back, as well as 520 litres of boot capacity. Not only that, you'll get a mile range up to 312 miles, recharge time from 10 to 80% of just 24 minutes. And that's not even touching on all the driver's aids. That's your cruise control, lane keep assist, emergency braking, 360 parking cameras. It seems to have it all. It feels weird to say that this could be a great family SUV because the look of it, that 0 to 60 time, it certainly will make the school run a lot more fun. But it's no denying that this could be an incredible family vehicle because it houses so much space and storage. It's incredibly safe. And it also comes with an onboard karaoke machine, charging ports in the back. So you might actually have a peaceful family road trip. What does feel strange is, although you could class it as a mid-size, maybe large SUV with its dimensions and also the space and storage, you kind of sit quite low down for it to be in that category in the automotive world. And I think that kind of helps with the sporty prowess of this car. You don't feel like you're massively looking down at the bonnet. You don't feel that high up. It feels really snug and you feel like you're glued to the road. I mean, that's definitely helped by the impressive performing nature of the Sealion 7. That just makes handling a breeze, taking on corners, no matter how twisty A-roads are. I feel like it's just a delight to drive. And it certainly makes it fit in to that premium car category, going toe to toe with your Volvos, your BMWs, your Mercs of the world. It certainly has enough gravitas to say that this is on par with them, and not even in a BYD fanboy way. I think a lot of people will agree. We just try it out into sport mode. Let's give it a rip. Oh, I mean, that is some force, let me tell you. Yeah, it's not that ferocious type of force that you'd get in the likes of a Nissan GTR or a Porsche 911, but it has that true EV nature, that really instant torque. And because of how heavy this car is, the way it propels from a cold start, it almost makes the muscles in your neck start to bulge. It has that effect. So if you're into cars and you're kind of not into this whole electrification of the car world, then I think that this could almost match your enthusiasm for petrol. I feel like there isn't really much to complain about with the Sealion 7. Driving it with the practicality interior, the look of the interior, the look of the exterior, and all them features, dare I say, it's probably the most value for money and best electric SUV out on the market. So yeah, BYD still might be one of the new boys, and you might be scared of change, but we're only human. But one thing I will say is go on, give it a try, because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.